Vercel has open sourced a very interesting tool, JSON Render, which is a framework that enables AI models to safely generate user interfaces by constraining them to a predefined component catalog. In this video, not only we will learn about this JSON render, but also we are going to install it locally, and to top it off, I am going to integrate it with local free Ollama based model. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member because that helps a lot. Also, please follow me on X if you are looking for AI updates without any hype. So, before we move forward, let's talk a bit more around what exactly this tool is. So instead of letting AI generate arbitrary HTML or React code, which would be unsafe and unpredictable, you define a schema of allowed components, data bindings, and actions. Then the AI generates structured JSON that your application renders using your own React components. This creates a guardrailed system where end users can prompt for dashboards, widgets, and visualizations in natural language, while you maintain complete control over what can be rendered, ensuring security, consistency, and predictability. It also supports progressive streaming, conditional visibility validation, and even rich interactions, all while keeping the AI's output safely within your own defined boundaries. So, let's see how much successful this effort of taming the AI is. I am going to install it now on this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card which is NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I already have Ollama installed and I have this OpenAI's GPT OSS model installed and running. If you don't know how to install Ollama or what this GPT OSS model is, just go to my channel, search with it, and you should be able to find plenty of videos around it. Also, if you're looking to rent a GPU on very good prices, you can find the link to Mast Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. And by the way, for Ollama based model, you can use any model of your choice as long as it has tool support, but I would suggest go with a better model such as this GPT OSS or any larger model from Quen or DeepSeek, and there are various others which I already have covered on the channel. Okay, so let's go back and see what is happening. One of the prerequisites which we need to have is that it should have npm installed. I already have it. Again, if you don't know how to install it, just search my channel. I have done a very simple to understand video. Next up, let me create a directory for our working space. Let me also open it in VS Code. And now let's initialize our new node project. That is done. And now we can install this JSON render with npm. Shouldn't take too long. That's done. And now we can install React and related dependencies. That's done. Next up, let's install Zod for schema validation. And now we can install Ollama client because we need to use it for in our project, and that is also done. So after this, let's git clone the repo of this JSON render. And by the way, it is Apache 2 license, which is always great. And I will drop the link to it in video's description too, which you can check out. And now we can install the official demo from the root of the repo. And that's done. Now we can start the demo with npm run dev. Okay, I need to fix the path here because it seems that the project is using pnpm instead of npm. So I'm just going to install this pnpm. That should fix the path and everything. And now we can install the dependencies with pnpm install. And that's all done. And now we can run it with pnpm, should be fine. So let's wait for this. And now it is ready and running on our local host at port 3000. Let me open it in the browser. There you go. So JSON render running in a style. Let me just minimize it so that we could see what is happening here. And this is just primarily a mock demo. So let's, as soon as you load it, you see there is a prompt that create a content file form with name and email. On the left hand side, there is a JSON, and on the right hand side, it has been rendered. And now this is the Ollama example in front of you. It's a very basic example where I have just integrated my own code for this GitHub repo. I just fork it and created my own code out of it and integrated it with Ollama because from the GitHub repo it uses the API based Anthropic's Claude model. So I'm just asking it that recent transaction table. Let's click on generate. It is using my local Ollama model, and let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption too as the model is loaded. So just GPT OSS is taking close to 13 gig of VRAM. Now I would suggest that if you're really doing it on in production grade stuff, either go with any coding model with a good size or API based model. So because GPT OSS is not the specialized coding model, it is good in coding. As you can see, it has rendered what I asked it to do, but still, for the production grade one, I won't suggest it. Let me show you the code where I have fixed it. So I have just gone into app and then API. In the route.typescript file, I have just given it this Ollama endpoint on the default port and the localhost, and then I have just asked, gave it some system prompt and stuff. Most of this stuff I have just taken it from their own GitHub repo, which is quite a good read if you are interested in checking out this code more. And as I said, I'm going to drop the link in video's description. Also, I believe that a lot of good stuff is happening in there. This is how it works, as I already told you, that the user prompt where you can ask it to create a login form dashboard or something like that, and then the AI does the JSON tree and we get our React component which are streamed through, and it is rendered progressively as the model responds. So pretty neat, I would say. So one best use case could be that you could just, create this sort of thing locally, privately. Why not with the Ollama based model like I did? And then you can give it to your non-technical employees who can instantly create custom dashboards, reports, and data visualization by describing what they need in plain English without waiting for developers or learning complex BI tools. And there could be a lot of other options. As you can imagine, sky is the limit here. That's it. Let me know what do you think about this. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member. Huge shout out to all of these members and the recent ones too, because you are the heroes of the channel, and channel is surviving literally due to you guys. Thank you very much. And please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. Thank you for all the support.